Shalom, Rastafari. This is Abba Tafari, the Line of Judah Society, Rastafari South, reporting. It's been a while since I've done a video. I'm quite busy out here running around in Babylon. Today I want to do a video about Teshuvah. Teshuvah is the last month of the Jewish calendar, counting from Tishri, and it's called Elul, which began on August 25th at sundown. Traditionally, Rosh Chodesh Elul marks the beginning of a 40-day season of Teshuvah that culminates on the solemn holiday of Yom Kippur. The entire month of Elul is therefore a time set aside each year to prepare for the Yamim Noraim, the days of awe, by getting our spiritual house in order. And I'm reading this from the Hebrew for Christians website. The HebrewForChristians.com. Very good site. I use it often. So during this time of Teshuvah, we make additional effort to repent or turn shuv toward God, toward the Elohim. In the 40 days are sometimes called Yemei Ratzon in the Jewish tradition, days of favor, since it was during this time that the Yahweh forgave the Jewish nation after the sin of the golden calf. So this 40 days of Teshuvah ends on Yom Kippur, which I believe is like in the first week of October. It's a time for us to be getting our spiritual houses in order, going within, soul searching, removing those things that are not of Him. And with that being said, this morning as I was going over the Psalm of the day, the daily Psalm reading, I was on the Rastafari Groundation site for the Lion of Judah Society. And this is what inspired me to go ahead and make a video, because as I read this Psalm, it reminded me of the season, the Teshuvah time. So let me go ahead and read this with you. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Yahweh imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. For day and night thy hand was heavy upon me. My moisture is turned into the drought of summer. Selah. I acknowledge my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgression unto the Lord, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. Selah. For this shall every one that is godly pray unto thee a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in the floods of great waters they shall not come nigh unto thee. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt encompass me about with songs of deliverance. Selah. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. Be ye not as the horse, or as the mule, which have no understanding, whose mouth must be held in with bit and bridle, lest they come near unto thee. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he that trusteth in the Yahweh, mercy shall compass him about. Be glad in the Yahweh, and rejoice, ye righteous, and shout for joy, all ye that are upright in heart. Jah Rastafari. Now, the psalm here is referring to not wanting to confess your sin. Here David says, when he kept silence, his bone waxed old, in verse 3, through my roaring all the day long. For day and night thy hand was heavy upon me, in verse 4, the beginning of verse 4. Day and night he felt the Father's hand, Yahweh, Elohim's hand upon him, while he wrestled with himself in disobedience and not wanting to confess his sins. And this is why this reminded me of this time of Teshuvah. A lot of ones and a lot of the eyes and individuals, people need to do these things and take these times seriously. We must come before the Father and be willing to be clean, be cleansed, spiritual cleaning, get your spiritual house in order. And in order to do that, we must, confess our sins. Keep calm and do teshuvah. Shalom.
መዝሙር 31 በቀን 30 የዳዊት ትምህርት። መተላለፉ የቀረችለት ኃጢአቱም የተከደነችለት ምስጉን ነው። እግዚአብሔር በደልን የማይቆጥርበት በመንፈሱም ሽንገላ የሌለበት ሰው ምስጉን ነው። ሁል ጊዜ ከመጮሄ የተነሳ ዝም ባልኩ ጊዜ አጥንቶቼ ተበላሹ። በቀንና በሌሊት እጅህ ከብዳብኛለችና እርጥበቴም ለበጋ ትኩሳት ተለወጠ። ኃጢአቴን ላንተ አስታወቅሁ፣ በደሌንም አልሸፈንኩም። ለእግዚአብሔር መተላለፌን እነግራለሁ፣ አንተም የልቤን ኃጢአት ተውህልኝ። ስለዚህ ቅዱስ ሁሉ በምቹ ጊዜ ወደ አንተ ይለምናል፣ ብዙ የጥፋት ውሃም ወደ እርሱ አይቀርብም። አንተ ለእኔ መሸሸጊያዬ ነህ፣ ከጣርም ትጠብቀኛለህ። ከከበቡኝ ታድነኝ ዘንድ ደስታዬ ነህ። አስተምርሃለሁ፣ በምትሄድበትም መንገድ እመራሃለሁ። ዓይኖቼን በአንተ ላይ አጠናለሁ፣ ወደ አንተ እንዳይቀርቡ በልባብና በልጓም ጉንጫቸውን እንደሚለጉሟቸው ልብ እንደሌላቸው እንደ ፈረስና እንደ በቅሎ አትሁኑ። በኃጢአተኛ ብዙ መቅሰፍት አለበት፣ በእግዚአብሔር የሚታመነውን ግን ምሕረት ይከበዋል። ጻድቃን ሆይ በእግዚአብሔር ደስ ይበላችሁ፣ ሐሴትም አድርጉ፣ ልባችሁም የቀና ሁላችሁ እልል በሉ።
Rastafari. Shalom.